Welcome to the Tank Podcast. In this week's episode, taken from our 2019 Gamification issue, Maria Nicolaescu explores the inventive and imaginative underpinnings of the Roblox multiverse. I signed up to Roblox on the 14th of May, 2019. I chose a username and password, then a body and a face. I chose the only clothes that came for free. Then I checked myself out, first in 2D, then in 3D. Then I asked myself where to begin. I decided that the only way to write about Roblox was to write an essay of beginnings. A collection of ideas that begin with, or within Roblox, but inevitably lead elsewhere. So here, a second beginning. From German filmmaker Harun Farocki's Parallel 2, a video work about the edges or ends of game worlds that begins. We can drop right in the middle of events. Roblox is a massively multiplayer online game, or MMO. On 4 August 2019, the Roblox Corporation announced that it had become the largest online gaming platform in the world. With over 100 million monthly active users, it is now bigger than Minecraft. Roblox is entirely user-generated. You can make games yourself using a set of in-game tools, or you can play games made by other players. Roblox is both a game and a gaming platform. There are more than 15 million games available to play, and counting. Most are broken. Others lack user functionality. Some games are very popular. Meep City, a role-playing game inspired by Club Penguin, surpassed 2 billion visits last year. Roblox was officially launched in 2006 by David Baszucki and Eric Cassell. Before that, it was called GoBlox, then Dynablox. While the first versions of the game were debuted on PC, it can now be played across a range of devices, including VR. Roblox is a community. There are more than 178 million registered Roblox accounts. 50 million of these are bots. The rest are Robloxians, a community that at its peak had 2.7 million concurrent users. 3 times larger than Second Life's record peak back in 2009. Roblox is a real-time social platform. Users can chat, fight, or fall in love during play. The minimum sign-up age is 13. The average user age is 11. Roblox has its own currency, called Robux, as well as a central bank and the Roblox Builders Club. Members of the Builders Club pay for a daily allowance of Robux, which they can use to buy skins, merch, and other in-game perks, as well as to claim payments for the games they develop. The club can be joined at different tiers: Classic, Turbo, and Outrageous. Robux are paid for with real money and can be exchanged back into real-world currency. In 2018 alone, the Roblox Corporation paid over $70 million to its developer community. Some quotes I came across in Roblox and elsewhere. Roblox's mission is to bring the world together through play. Roblox is the best place to imagine with friends. In Roblox, the only limitation is how much you are willing to learn. Roblox is a game about doing and being whatever you want. I signed up after seeing a Roblox video meme, a forest of blocky trees, 5 houses to the left, with pitched roofs, doors, but no windows. At the center, a sombrero-wearing egg-shaped smiley-faced figure called Poco Loco. Poco runs in circles. The camera follows the movement like a pendulum. No caption. 11 seconds from beginning to end. YouTube it. With tens of millions of games available to play in Roblox, it is impossible to document them all. So here are 3 that reveal the different forms of gameplay, from everyday life and playful learning to satisfaction of desires. Welcome to Bloxburg is a game about hanging out with friends, in which users can buy a house, a car, presents for girlfriends and pets. In Bloxburg, users can get jobs, work, and raise families. Nothing much happens, other than a type of meta Roblox Second Life. The Backrooms is a space similar to the classic screensaver on Windows 98. Players move through endless rooms painted in desaturated yellow, also inhabited by dangerous zombie-like agents. Escape is almost impossible, though some manage with the support of forums and YouTube tutorials. Roblox orgy rooms are built by hacking into existing games and editing the code. I had the chance to visit one before the sex game got banned. In 2018, Pornhub was invaded with scenes of hardcore Roblox orgies, performed by blocky bodies with adjustable, scalable, and interchangeable reproductive organs. Today, games are protected under Article 2 of the Berne Convention for the Protection of Literary and Artistic Works of 1886. The treaty does not offer any specific classification for video games for obvious reasons, which are instead protected as literary works. The source code, in other words, the writing, matters. There are, however, precedents in which the games have been protected as a series of consecutive images. Some of the most successful Roblox games are reinvented or replicated low-res versions of existing video games. A Call of Duty or Pokemon-like game can exist in Roblox because the code is fundamentally different to that written for the original game. Yet, this copyright anarchy goes hand in hand with a compromise in image quality, as most replica games made by Robloxians remain as such abstractions of the originals. Roblox Studio powers the tens of millions of games in Roblox. The studio is Roblox's own in-game game engine. Roblox Studio runs on Lua, an entry-level programming language that provides a soft introduction and is easily scalable to advanced programming languages. In March this year, Apple released the latest version of its own entry-level programming language, Swift Playgrounds. The promise is the software will be introduced at primary curriculum levels and train a future generation of code-literate humans. Swift Playgrounds only runs on iOS devices, so it can only develop apps that run on Apple devices, a limitation, as well as an appropriation of the very knowledge that is being accumulated. Roblox development is yet to be taken seriously by either educational institutions or the game design community. Within this limitation, though, Roblox developers are constructing their own educational system, as well as game development community, starting from a very young age. With that, however, comes a new economy, a game in itself, one that Robloxians might not know how to navigate yet. This year, the producers of No Man's Sky, a sci-fi survivalist game released in 2016, announced an expansion, No Man's Sky. Beyond, a multiplayer universe, experienced in VR, that would take 584 billion years to roam entirely. Back in 1972, available computing power was only strong enough to move 1 pixel from left to right and back. That game was called Pong. In the span of nearly 50 years, games have moved from pixels to worlds to multiverse universes. As gameplay scaled from solo adventures to shared, infinite explorations, so have gaming platforms. This year, Google Stadia has introduced a workable idea of cloud gaming, announcing that the platform will allow a player on any device to stream video games from a centralized server that offers far greater processing power than any one individual gaming console. Stadia is promising a new gameplay and gaming community infinity, in the cloud, at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. As of today, Roblox in-game games do not compete with the professional immaculate images built by tech giants and major game developers. What Roblox offers instead, or at least attempts to, is the promise of decentralized, independently imagined user-generated content that has the potential to disperse, as it is already starting to, beyond the edges of Roblox. In 2015, Roblox changed its slogan from Think, Build and Create to Powering Imagination. But to think of imagination, though, the company's new slogan involves a rewiring, at least of the definition of the word itself. Suddenly, the endless scalable activity of the human brain, imagination, has a limit, or at least a clear shape, drawn between computational resources and emerging economic models of play. We still can't capture the precise space that imagination occupies in the human cerebral cortex. We can't yet harness it as we do brainwave data with emerging brain-computer interface products. But imagine this. Human imagination, at least in the future of independent game creation, might be, in fact, completely powerless, unless it's tied by wire, Elon Musk device, or a potentially acquired human-machine telepathic ability to the cloud. Unless, of course, the images that this imagination constructs remain low-res. For Harun Farokhi, games were serious because they enabled players to rehearse, among other things, the reality of warfare. In Roblox, reality is indeed rehearsed, but it is not immediately violent. It's rehearsed through what appears at first glance to be childish play. Exploring Roblox at the advent of the meme economy signals that LOLs have become quantifiable. As this shift occurs, the production of independent user-generated content, especially in game worlds, has a chance to compete with already established factories of play. With this chance, however, there is still a struggle to diverge from the fate of becoming another PlayStation dream world within, and most importantly, beyond the edges of the game. Play in Roblox or elsewhere might not be where we escape. Play could very well be the mechanism deployed to obscure the present moment. To hear more podcasts from Tank, you can subscribe on all major podcast platforms or follow us on SoundCloud. The theme music for this podcast is by Himera.